So one thing I know about working with friends a lot too is like it's really fun to work with your friends, but then as you get closer, and closer onto the project, it can kind of be rough. How's it been like working with people you've known for a very long time?
Oh, you trying to cause a rift between me and Bix?
I am not.
What's
I'm
going
just
on
curious.
Here? You guys want to tear apart GDP?
Yes.
Yes, it's our only goal in life.
I could not do any of this film without Jack. Absolutely not. I trust nobody more than him. How do I put this right? He is absolutely the anchor on the project because he knows what I want, and he's totally egoless when I take over and I lead. Especially if he knows he might be right and I might be wrong, he's totally egoless. I owe him the world. I owe him everything, honestly. And I think one thing we're both realizing is, one, this is creatively, we need to do more stuff like this. Two, I think one thing we both realize is I want to move a lot faster than him. He knows that too. And so I know we had talked about this, like maybe I talked about this in May, but this will be a really good mark for our friendship that we finally finish this project, because this has been our goal since we got to Boston. Let's go make the fucking movie. And so I'm very excited for that. And I don't know, man, I just owe him like everything. He's just been the man.
Can you talk about
I want to cry. Hey, what's up, everybody? Why do you want to say what's good? That was really creative. I'm Conor Holway. I'm with my girls, the GDP Research Squad. They like to call themselves the Girl Gang. A little weird, but whatever. And this is my Sapphire Hour.
Okay, so how was shooting today?
Shooting has been spectacular. Thank you guys for coming. I'm glad you guys could catch a little bit of the end there. It was pretty cool seeing them all the way up on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It's been interesting because, as I was telling Lexi, I don't want to give anything away about the movie. And about I don't know, 8-10 weeks ago, we're all like, content smash, share everything. And now we're at this point where it's like, I don't want to share too much. But I will say this much. We've hit the stride in the production where we've got crazy momentum because we've been coming in every day and actually getting done exactly what we said we were going to get done. I believe we have 6 shoot days left.
That's not a lot. You're almost done.
I know. I don't want it to end really, man. At all. It's been so fun, and I want to start the next project right after, and I got to figure out what it is.
I was gonna say, do you have a next project?
I have a couple things written. I think writing this took me the longest time. Pulling the production together didn't. So I'm hoping one of my friends, or maybe Drew, I don't think you met Drew, he's acting in the film. He has a script that he was telling me about that I would like to go produce and direct, which would be really fun. I have a concept for the next GDP movie. It's just not fully honed in yet.
Do you want to talk about what happened yesterday on set?
Sure, I would love to. Yesterday, we were filming on the roof of this establishment, and we were rolling well, and then out of nowhere, I looked down, we got the Cambridge 5-0 outside, man. And so, I was shouting to the guy, the cop, the first one, from the roof, and there was a clear communication gap between us because we were like 100 feet apart, and so it kind of made it worse. And so then another cop car rolled up, so I was like, oh shit! So I went downstairs. I spoke with the police officers. I told them to let the owners know we're here, we're filming, and I'll be honest with you, this will probably air after we're done with the whole movie, so it's cool. But they've been totally cool and hands off in letting us film here. I do not want to annoy these dudes at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so the last thing I want is the police to call the owners. And the police call the owners. It's like, oh my fucking God, you gotta be shitting me. They call the owners. The owner calls the manager. The cops come in and they're like, dude, you guys shouldn't be on the roof. The owner says you shouldn't be on the roof. He said, we knew you were on the ground. You should not be on the roof. And I was like, oh, it's just a miscommunication. We didn't know this, blah, blah, blah. Cops were kind of being a little bit of hardos. They were like, well, so who are you taking orders from? From the manager or the owner? Anyway, it all subsided. Police were just doing their job. But I did gasp for air a little bit because I did not want to piss the owners off. I still don't want to do it. And I've been thinking of like a really, I'll talk with you guys after this. I've been thinking of like a really good gift to get them. Like, how can I, like, once this is all done,
Buy the movie theater.
Say it again?
Buy the movie theater.
Well, we gotta get some ads for the podcast, right? Yeah, but we gotta think of something really nice to do for them, other than the fact that, like, we're making a feature film out of their venue.
So overall, filming's been going well. You know what's going next. How are you feeling as we're going into these last kind of final shoots?
Feeling very bittersweet. I'm feeling like I've learned so much by just doing shit. You think about doing shit all the time, right? Like, you guys have ideas of what you want to do next. Like, what's the next, like, journalistic thing you guys want to do?
The election.
Oh, the election, yeah. That's the big one.
Does it scare you covering it, or
Yes.
why?
It's just a lot. It's a lot to get done in the next 30 days.
Mm-hmm. But just by doing it and getting your feet moving, you're gonna learn a ton. So I learned so much through doing this, and what's on my mind is like, okay, I know where I want to be in three years. I know where I want to be next year. I know where I want to be in 3 years. I know where I want to be in 10 years. But how can I just keep this type of feature and production work consistent so I can constantly sharpen my skills? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know how, like, you realize even when you guys started on the podcast, how much better you guys got and how much better I got just by doing it all the time?
Yeah.
How can I get myself in the position where I'm producing and directing all the time? That's what's going on in my mind.
So how's the podcast tie into that for our podcast listeners?
It's over. It's done. No, I think people I want to interview next coming on the show are going to be people connected to the entertainment industry and people connected to film. Also, you guys have to go watch this movie, Gutterbug. We're going to get the director on. I don't know him yet. Did a kick-ass job. It's about a street punk kid who, like, loves punk music in Austin. All shot in Austin. Feature film. He's homeless, and he just wants to go see his parents and return home. Amazing movie. Amazon Prime, you guys got it?
Yeah.
Watch it tonight or tomorrow. Hour 20 minutes. And one of the actors in it, actually, was an actor in our film who I connected with you over email. Did you guys reach out to that guy yet?
Kindarian.
Yeah, did you?
Paul?
Did you talk to him?
I emailed him back. He has not emailed me back.
All right, let's hit him up because
Yeah.
he'll be great for the podcast. He'll probably even drive up here to do it. He's in the film, so that's how I heard about it. And sometimes you hear about these like New England films and like films that aren't Hollywood, and you're like, all right, it's just a movie. It was actually really, really good. Gutterbug.
We'll check it out for sure. Also, just to clarify for the audience, this is not real blood on you right now.
You don't know that. I forgot I had blood on my face. This is not real blood. This is not real blood. But this is my guy, Whitey.
Whitey Bulger?
His name's Whitey. Whitey, say what's up to the camera, big dog.
He's shy.
Couldn't agree more. It's a good ass point.
Do you want to explain who this is next to you?
This is a body double. A body double you use for stunts. Don't want to give too much away about the stunt, but we did use this body double today. Yeah, mute it. Sweet. This on Amazon cost me $62. The ones you see in Guardians of the Galaxy cost me about $15,000. Shouts out to Whitey for being cheap.
So one thing I know about working with friends a lot too. Is like it's really fun to work with your friends, but then as you get closer, and closer onto the project, it can kind of be rough. How's it been like working with people you've known for a very long time?
Oh, you trying to cause a rift between me and Bix?
I am not.
Is that what's
I'm
going
just
on here?
curious.
You guys want to tear apart GDP?
Yes.
Yes, it's our only goal in life.
I could not do any of this film without Jack. Absolutely not. I trust nobody more than him. How do I put this right? He is absolutely the anchor on the project because he knows what I want, and he's totally egoless when I take over and I lead. Especially if he knows he might be right and I might be wrong, he's totally egoless. I owe him the world. I owe him everything, honestly. And I think one thing we're both realizing is, one, this is creatively, we need to do more stuff like this. Two, I think one thing we both realize is I want to move a lot faster than him. He knows that too. And so I know we had talked about this, like maybe I talked about this in May, but this will be a really good mark for our friendship that we finally finish this project, because this has been our goal since we got to Boston. Let's go make the fucking movie. And so I'm very excited for that. And I don't know, man, I just owe him like everything. He's just been the man.
Can you talk about
I don't want to cry.
Can you talk about when the movie's over, when people can see it, where people can see it?
So we don't have an editor yet. I've had about 3, canned them all.
Why?
There's a bunch of different genres in our film. And so you guys know people can edit video, people who've done music videos. Editing for comedy and suspense is a different skill set.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I didn't realize was a skill set until years later after I did all my Coach Connie videos. You have to understand timing. Some people get it, some people don't. Out here, the talent pool for editing narrative is really small because there aren't a lot of big movies. So there aren't a lot of people with experience out here in doing it. I need to find someone who just clicks. They get the project, they get the pace, they understand what we're going for. We want to make the closest thing to a mini Hollywood movie in Boston as possible. That's going to require a fire-ass editor. So I don't know when this will be ready. I would like to have a rough cut, like maybe a second rough cut by my birthday, which is December 22nd.
That's soon.
So like once we wrap, we'll have like 70 days.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? I know you just did a water cut. So how are you right now?
Were you guys terrified when I was sending you the videos?
Yes, absolutely.
Were you?
Yeah.
I thought that was so important we had to document that, because I'm just wanted to show I'm willing to fucking send it. That was actually excruciating. That was really hard.
So what'd you do?
So there's a shirtless scene in the movie, and we all agree that sometimes someone's physique can actually make a scene and make a part of a movie. And I knew if I came through looking like a fucking lunatic, it would make the scene. So I sit at around 179 to 180 pounds. And I was like, all right, I gotta lean out like crazy. So about 11 days before I started cutting calories, then we wrapped our Sunday shoot. Let me just catch my breath real quick. We wrapped our Sunday shoot, and I started dialing back on water. So I was drinking about 40% to 50% of normal. So how many bottles of water would you drink a day?
Well, Lexi and I aren't very good about drinking water, but I know it's supposed to be like 4 bottles of water a day.
No,
or something
more
like
than that.
Really?
Probably
Okay.
6 minimum. I was probably drinking about 3 for 2 days. Then the next 2 days, I was probably drinking about 1.5. Then I cut carbohydrates completely. So just
pasta.
veggies, just chicken. No pasta. No. What have you guys been eating recently? A little
Pasta.
ramen, a lot of pasta. None of that. I also cut all salt. So that's the hardest thing, because salt will sneak up on you. What happens is your body retains carbohydrates through salt. I mean, your body retains water through salt and carbs. Once you cut that, your body starts flushing all the water out of your body. So I was pissing like 15 times a day, like
Whoa.
gazillion times, and slowly your body just starts to break down like crazy. But I lost like, I think I was about 166 going into that shoot.
Wow,
And
over
so
11 days.
So I think I cut about 14 pounds in 11 days. And waking up, you just have no motivation to do anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I mean, you guys got the videos. We got to work those in. That shit was fucking nuts. Then when we got to the scene to go shoot it, I was like, can't explain to you how drained I was. And it's a physically demanding scene. And I was just like, Jack, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, I literally, that was the closest I ever felt physically like I was going to die. And I ate this handful of berries, blackberries. It gave me the craziest Popeyes energy boost of all time. You know, Popeyes eats the spinach.
Yeah.
I ate these berries. I was like, ah! And I was able to power through the scene, which was fire.
How long did it take you to recover?
I don't know if I'm recovered yet. To be honest with
You're
you.
still a little groggy.
Are you still cutting?
I'm not, but it's hard to get your meals in on set when you're filming the full day. You can't. I don't like being weighed down by food, so I haven't been eating like any crazy meal until the set's done.
So
You're not a snacker.
No, ma'am.
On purpose.
On purpose.
So this has
I've
been,
learned that I'm kind of a masochist. Like, really, I know I joke around, but I think I very much am a masochist.
so this has to be really different for you because you take your diet and your weight and exercise very seriously, and obviously that changes when you're on set. So how's that transition been?
Well, it's like the same thing. It's just you're disciplined in a different way. Instead of like making sure you feel really good, now you're just making sure you feel really terrible. So that's pretty much what it was. But you got to be hot on camera. Part of the thing, you guys would rather see someone hot on camera than someone ugly. So it is what it is.
Well, I've always been told, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that when actors are on screen and they have like the washboard abs, it's because they are severely dehydrated.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Because when you have a lot of fluid in your body, you feel very volumized. When you don't, you dry out. You get totally sharp. And so that's what happened in the scene. I'll show you guys some stills from the scene too. In that scene is like a really emotionally charged scene. So me kind of being delusional, I think helped the scene out too.
So how are you doing with the emotionally charged scenes? Like, how is it getting into that headspace?
It's really hard. It's hard switching off the producer hat and director hat and going into acting mode. And so I've been trying. That's where Jack has come in so heavy because he realized like, oh shit, he's got to zone in for this scene. And so Jack will kind of take over directing and producing as that happens. But in a perfect world, if I can keep acting and keep being part of projects like this, you do a much better job as an actor if you just only act, or you only direct, or you only produce. But that's not really a luxury we have out here, man. So
Yeah, you kind of have to do everything.
yes, man.
So as we're wrapping up, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I've for some reason felt weirdly out of breath this whole time. I don't know why.
It's because you never drink or eat anything.
Yeah.
You're exhausted.
It's not it. I think Whitey's making me nervous, man. Here's a question for you guys.
Yes.
What common threads have you noticed running the podcast thus far in interviews? Is there anything you noticed, like behind the scenes, like, you can be honest.
Everyone's answer to their first impressions of you are pretty much the same.
Yes.
Really? What?
Yeah.
This kid's a psycho?
Actually, both the Daves had almost the exact same answer.
Yeah.
What is
They said that you sounded like a blue icy bro at first.
a blue icy bro?
Have they not explained this term to you?
So apparently it's like a movie theater employee lingo that they all know. And a blue icy bro is someone that comes into the movie theater and they always get a blue icy and they always go and see the Marvel movie and they're kind of like a Chad, you know?
Like a frat
But they
boy.
call it a blue icy bro.
Really?
Yeah.
And both of
That's
them
what they
thought
took of me.
you were a blue icy bro.
A blue icy. They both said blue icy bro.
They both
They
said
did.
blue icy bro unprompted.
Wow.
But they said that since then, their idea of you has become much more complex, and that you're much more like thought out of a person than
They
just
said
a
you're
blue
now a
icy bro.
Coke icy bro. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
That's such an interesting term. Wow. Cool. Anything you guys have noticed about the crew and the cast, and like a common thread between anybody? You guys definitely got to interview Paul.
Everyone is shy at first, but then when we ask them the right question, they want to tell us all about the nerdy thing that they're into,
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
which is very fun.
Yeah.
They all love movies.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves movies. One thing I will say is I appreciate you guys doing this because, again, I feel this like obligation to try to be as vulnerable as possible going through this whole thing because, you know, through this whole thing, I'll still bet on myself 100 times out of 100, and I know where everything's headed for us, and so this podcast specifically is going to serve as a document for a lot of people who want to make it in Boston. That like, okay, these were the steps that they took to get there. So this is like really important that you guys are doing this. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've
Of
done a
course,
lot
it's
of
been a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yeah, I
Met some
mean, you guys
cool
got
people.
freedom to do whatever.
Yeah.
Are there what other ones do you want to run? We'll probably, to be honest with you, if you guys are down, we'll probably be running these types of episodes up until when we release it.
The
Definitely.
makeup artist would be awesome. More actors would be really cool.
Gotta get
Actors who have
Drew.
been like here for a while too, because we did interview. I'm blanking on their names, but the two actors who were here the last time we were here, but they were only here for like a day, so maybe like a main actor in the series would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I think it'd be fun to run another Girl Gang episode when this is all
Yeah,
over.
where's Slugs at?
Slugs is quarantining right now.
Yeah, you might
She
want
got
to.
the COVID?
No,
No,
her
she-
roommate might. Her
Or
roommate
is
woke
she
up
just
with a fever
having a
this
classic
morning.
Slugs panic attack? Or just like the
No,
roommate actually
No,
got
no,
COVID?
her roommate woke up with like a high grade fever this morning and went to go get tested, and so did Slugs because obviously they live together, but they won't know results for 12 hours. So she's
And you guys have
Actually.
not seen Slugs in the city yet, right?
no.
We have not seen Slugs yet, no.
Okay, first thing I do when the movie's done, we'll all go get something to eat. Cool.
Yes, cool.
Hopefully Slugs will be around soon, though.
Yes.
This-
PETA
seems like-
again or no?
What's that?
PETA again or no?
I would go to PETA again.
Or what about my guy Sammy Pogosov, Health Point 55? Okay,
PETA,
she's not
PETA,
feeling the
PETA,
55. She wants to go a little greasier. We'll go with PETA.
Greek food is the way to go, always and forever.
And Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's?
When are you guys gonna invite me to like a BU like party?
We
There are
don't
no
have
BU
parties.
parties.
Yeah, it's COVID season, so there's no parties. But you are
Yeah,
welcome
like
over.
have me show up to the pregame. Like, hey, come meet Uncle Connor.
You're welcome over at the apartment anytime you want.
Hey, and shout out to your roommate. He did a great job.
Sean Doucette, big shouts, Sean Doucette.
Anyone else you guys want to shout out?
Ourselves.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Huge shouts out to you guys. You guys are doing a great job.
Um,
Yep. Are you having fun?
We are having fun. We're having a lot of fun. We
Cool.
literally talked last time. We were bummed that we got interrupted during the last interview because we were all vibing
Or
when we
we?
had to go. Yeah.
I think we just ran a pretty good one.
Yeah, I
Good
think so
check-in.
too.
Do you
Has-
guys want to come to more days on set?
Yes, we can. Yeah. If they're a Monday, Friday, or weekend, that works for us best.
I bet the election's coming up. Whoa. Who's
The
gonna win?
election
Who's
is
gonna
coming
win?
Who's gonna win? I don't know. It's up in the air. Depends on if he dies.
That's unfortunately that's actually a good point. It's just interesting how the campaigns market through this type of shit. So
Yeah,
interesting.
Biden pulled all the negative ads.
Really interesting. I don't know. I have no clue who's gonna win. If you guys were to put money on it right now, who are you gonna take?
Joe.
Joe. Biden.
Joey?
No, Joe Jorgensen.
I actually didn't get that joke when you first said it, but what
you
does
look
that
it up?
mean?
Oh, Joe Jorgensen is the Libertarian candidate who's running.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a nickname you had for Joe Biden.
No. It's another candidate running.
No, when you get your mail-in ballot or a ballot,
You guys are both registered?
Yeah,
I
You
of
better be in
course.
this Instagram
I
content. We know.
I'm mailing my ballot in tomorrow.
I pre-registered to vote when I was 16 years old, so
Okay, so you've been waiting for this moment.
yes.
Let's go. I'm
Did
voting
you vote in
too.
2016?
No.
No, not
Oh.
you.
Did I vote?
Yeah, we weren't old enough.
I believe I did vote.
You were in college at the time.
Yeah, I think I definitely voted. That was when I really didn't, I was pretty apolitical. I mean, not even apolitical. I was politically just follow whatever my parents say. And my dad was like, yo, you definitely vote for Hillary. So I think I definitely probably voted for Hillary.
Your dad supported Hillary?
Over a Republican candidate? Absolutely.
Lexi, he's with her.
That was quite the election.
That
It
was quite
was.
the election.
There was like riots in Providence on this main street called Thayer Street. I remember seeing someone spray paint over glass. And it was like the end. It was when Trump won North Carolina.
Oh,
The
yeah.
end. Oh my God, it's crazy.
I remember having the TV on and just being like, oh, it's okay that he got this state. Oh, it's okay that he got this state. And just keep going and being like, oh, it's not okay anymore.
You can say what you will about Trump, right? Say what you will. But that guy knows how to keep his name relevant.
He really does.
Yeah, he's a great marketer.
Mastermind marketer. Him and LeBron James. You will never have a sports center where there is not a LeBron James column.
You know what Riley and I just started watching?
What?
The Last Dance.
Oh yeah, we gotta hit your boy up.
Jason here. Riley's never seen it.
Yeah, I've never
He was
seen
just
it.
on Whoop's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Well, he's on Will Ahmed's podcast.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What was your Whoop band saying when you were water cutting?
I lost my battery.
Oh, no.
It's alright. I'll hit my boyfriend up. My boyfriend Will.
Alex Jacobs.
Yeah.
So as we're wrapping, we asked the question to everyone, has your answer changed? What are you doing in a zombie apocalypse?
Well, one thing I know, I'm outlasting 98% of the people. Because I can fast for days and I got the water kit going. But what I realistically would do is I would post up in some like really industrialized city, if I could get to one, with like tons of massive like super outlets like a Walmart and a BJ's, but a low population. So you don't have to fight off that many zombies, but you got mad resources, you know what I'm saying? Then what I would likely do is I would try to go find some sort of island with a house on it. So what I would do is I'd actually go to Quincy. I think he's right here. I'd go to Quincy, leave Quincy with a bunch of supplies, head towards Cass Island, post up there for about 6 months, then head back into the city, figure out what's going on.
Are you taking anyone with you, or is this a solo trip?
Ooh, I might have a new little shorty.
Wow, can you talk about it on the pod?
No, I don't. That's joking. No, I would not want a wifey in the apocalypse.
No?
I feel like that's a...
You think she would eat you?
No, I feel like it'd be an instant divorce. She'd be like, how did I end up with this psycho?
Yeah.
Anyway, girls, this was great. Thank you so much.
Yes. What is this? What hour is this for you? Is this your Pokemon Go hour?
Sapphire.
It's your Sapphire hour?
I'll give it to you. Hey! What's up, everybody? Why do you want to say what's good? That was really creative. I'm Conor Holway. I'm with my girls, the GDP Research Squad. They like to call themselves the Girl Gang. A little weird, but whatever. And this is my Sapphire Hour. And real quick, Whitey, you want to say anything? He's camera shy. I'm Conor Holway, and that was my Sapphire Hour. And when we get this movie done, I'd love for you guys to come watch it.
Perfect.
Sweet.